This computer. Okay, you about ready?
Yeah, I personally would like to just start by just letting everybody know about some of the new things that are happening. You may or may not know that people were interested in having the the date by which you must download your pictures to CPC, a PCP, oh dear. And that information is now on the website. It'll say such and such a topic and the date by which you must upload your pictures.
It's on the calendar.
It's on, well, that's true, but it's also right on, yes, it's on the calendar part of the website. So that's very useful. You always know it's there and you can always check. And we'd like to thank Mark for putting all the future competitions for the year up
We
on.
haven't actually announced that yet, so.
Okay, well, so we're.
But thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
I don't want to make everybody crazy.
Thank you,
with
Mark.
Stuff that I didn't even send out an email yet.
Okay, sorry.
But
Flo,
we
didn't
thank
realize
you.
that.
We thought that would be an impossibility, but I'm glad you were able to do it.
Yeah, me too.
Strike that from the record.
Strike that.
I don't even remember hearing it.
Delete it.
As soon as Bobby gets back to me, I'm gonna send the email.
Not be silly, that's what she's gonna do. Okay, in that case, we are ready to begin.
Okay,
Oh, we're judging this?
No,
We're just gonna chit chat,
this is,
Oh,
this,
Show and tell.
show and tell.
okay, here we go. Everybody's a one, so it's gonna just come out here. Don't fly away, flow.
That's me. That was in actually Alaska, and it was in color, but it was almost black and white to begin with, and I used Nick to to clean it up a little bit, and I used the sliders on I forgot already which part of Nick to make it a little brighter, and I don't know. It sort of looks better than it did before. So
Well, I like it. The only thing I could think of is, I mean, you have some around the periphery, like a little darker and lighter in the center, maybe.
I did that on purpose.
Oh,
I
good.
put a
I was
little,
gonna say maybe a drop more using like a smart, changing it to a smart filter, your layer. And you can and then you can click on it and then you can use your burn tool. And if you like it, you save it and then it'll go into your picture. If you don't like it, then you haven't changed your original photo.
I use there's something on Nick. I don't even remember which it is.
Okay.
They have a what do you call it? When the corners are
Yeah, we're having word finding difficulty.
Yeah,
What
we're
is it?
having word finding difficulty.
What'd you say?
Vignette.
Vignette. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
How many seniors does it take to
was,
finish a sentence?
I made it.
very good.
I could have made it a little darker, but I didn't like it. It looked so obvious.
Okay, but I like it though. I like it.
So
I like it, I think it's very soft, I thought you
Yeah.
did just the right amount of vignetting, or however you did it.
And there was a-
I like the photo. I like the composition. I like the idea of the eagle being on this, whatever this is.
It was
Very
an
good.
electrical, like
Yeah.
an electrical pole of some kind.
I would like to see a little more detail in the eagle's feathers. It's like a total.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that would have, I don't know that it's even there because I was very far away.
No, you should try lightening it. There's different ways of lightening it. You might be surprised of the detail that's in there that you don't even know about.
That's true.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe adding some detail in raw or just doing that, the dodge tool strictly on the eagle a little bit, on a very low percentage and
Well,
use it also on the smart layer
Mhm.
so that you're not damaging the original photo. maybe. It's possible. But I mean, if I want to be a judge, I say I would prefer it if you had waited for a while and the eagle was turned
Yeah,
to face
right.
you.
Maybe he would spread his wings for me.
That would have been better.
Yeah, that would have even been better. I'm not sure I understand about getting the detail, but maybe Bobby will explain it another time.
I think that was a good explanation that Sandy gave. You could try the dodge tool on there.
Well, yeah, but I would first make that a new layer and change that into a smart layer and then dodge, then you click
I
on
didn't even know
that.
what- Well, all right.
Well, I can help
Smart
you with,
layer.
I just
What
started
is it?
and it's very good. When we had that woman who talked about dodge and burn, that's how she described it. She said that's a link. So you
Oh,
create a
that's right,
smart,
she did.
you smart leg, yeah, you create a smart object layer. And when you click on that layer, it opens up a new screen on top. And what you're doing is working in that particular screen. It's called a PSB file. And you can lighten or darken. And if you like it, you switch over to the original and it hasn't changed. But if you like it, you save that PSB file and it'll automatically translate over to your original. So if you need help with that, I mean, I figured that part out after the last, that.
I have to find
talk.
that information. I'm really bad at that, so thank you.
But it wasn't really hard and I could walk you through it.
Sounds very complicated to me.
It
Where is the smart,
When
It's
you're
in
in
Photoshop?
layers, when you right click on that layer, okay, and not in the box, but on the side of it where the words are, if you say layer 4, you click on it and right click on it and a whole menu comes up. And in that menu, there's create smart object.
Yeah,
But
but
what
you're
is it-
you're in
what is it-
Photoshop, right?
The
Well,
smart.
Photoshop.
Yeah, I don't have, I only have elements. I'm not.
Well, it's probably in Elements too.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
it is, Flo. You have a late version of it. I'm sure it is. But Sandy, I've never really done much with smart objects and layers. What is the purpose?
Well, exactly this. You can change that, you make your change, but you're not changing the original. You're putting it on the separate PSB file that's open when you click on it. And then you make your change. And if you like the change, you say save, and then it'll go on to the original photo. And then, so therefore you have the ability to gradually make the change. I was finding like with dodge and burn, I would do too much, too little. I didn't like the marks. So by doing it this way, you can control it a lot easier and it doesn't damage the original.
maybe we could have a workshop. You know what else I did? And I thank Bobby, the pole was slanted. And of course it looked terrible. However, I didn't know how to do it with we're gonna have an upcoming workshop on it, but how I fixed it, and I thought I fixed it pretty good. I used the straightening, used the straightening area. You
Yeah.
know how, I've forgotten how you get to when you want to straighten something. And somehow I was able to straighten the pole.
Well, you can do it in the crop tool too. In
The ruler, the
Yeah.
ruler
With the
tool.
ruler,
Ruler.
that's what I used, the ruler, right.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well,
thanks.
that's good.
You
If
know,
Rich-
it's funny, when I saw that, when you mentioned that it was some kind of light pole, I was surprised. I thought that was a ship's mast.
So did I.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did
No,
I.
it's, well, you know what? I thought, you know what? It could be a ship's mast. But, you know,
It does-
it was a while ago. I thought it.
No,
because
that-
it
that
had
looks
a
like a
little
ship-
white Thing up top.
No,
I
it
thought
looks
it
like a
was
ship's
like
mast.
a- Yeah, there are a lot of ships, and a lot of eagles. It could have been a ship.
Yeah,
Anyhow, thank you.
you're welcome.
Nice job.
Good.
Moonrise, Bobby.
Mm. Moonrise.
Okay, I had a very nice late afternoon in Princeton recently. I spent a happy hour at the Bent Spoon enjoying ice cream.
Mm.
It was when I came out and turned around, the moon was rising. I think that's the Nassau Inn right there. It was Nassau Square or whatever that's called.
Mhm.
And there it was. It looks nice in color too. And I just made it and just turned it into a black and white. I did play to bring up the contrast between So I made the darks darker and the lights lighter. That's all I did.
There's white lines around all the
Branches.
trees and,
Yes,
Oh,
that
sure.
happened. You know what? This is from my phone. And
okay,
the extreme contrast between
yeah.
beaches, yes, I
That
did
hap-
notice that. I have to
Well, you
say.
could put it in Photoshop also and fix it. And there's also like, you
I
you see
did.
noise in the, it's
I
noise
did
in the
notice that.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yes,
you
I
want to,
noticed that myself.
That usually happens when you over sharpen something.
Hmm.
You get those white
Yeah.
edges.
Yeah,
When you too much, if you get white edges, you know you sharpened it too much.
that's right.
And
Right.
back,
I think I did sharpen it. You're right.
maybe maybe that was it, but I don't
and
know.
it's a nice composition though. I like the composition.
Yeah.
Bobby, you can sharpen in your phone?
No, I put it into Photoshop.
But you could, there's so many apps. I do so much stuff in apps.
No, but you said you took this with your phone, this shot.
I took the shot with my phone, but I downloaded it onto the computer and worked on it in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
Sandy is right. I do have lots of terrific ways to work on the phone with aftermarket programs, but I still like bringing it into Photoshop.
Yeah, well, Photoshop Express has a black and white conversion there too. The Photoshop Express has a nice
I
black and
have
white
that
conversion.
too. I like Snapseed best, to tell you the truth.
I also got Photoshop on my iPad now. It doesn't have, it's a little tricky to know where all the cues are and you don't have the keyboards, so.
Yeah.
You know, Bobby, all
Yeah.
you have to do is say, I wanted the white lines. This is the way I wanted this photo to be.
I have a
Next.
question. Now, I happen to love the contrast, the big contrast between the white and the black.
Mhm.
I bet though, if we were at a competition and the guy was looking at it, he would say, oh, look, you lost all that. You've got all this white out and you lost all the detail in the windows.
Right.
Take
Mhm.
it.
Well, the
No,
white,
no,
white-
no. Those windows were lit up. That's
No,
just the way they were.
I'm sure it was, and it's very attractive. I'm just saying that these judges look at things and all they think about sometimes are the rules as opposed to
Yeah.
Well,
the
that's
effect of the
true.
picture.
the two books that I'm reading, I'll bring them from the other room, maybe in a little bit, that Eric recommended, really talks about, not going by the rules and going by your artistic feelings and your emotions and meditation. And sometimes the photograph is what you want it to be. Doesn't mean it's going to make a contest, or should it make a
Oh,
contest?
exactly.
Because you have so many subjective components of judges. The judges they're making their judgments based on the type of photography they like, even though they've taken the class,
Right.
right?
No, let me mention this with this Despins judge, the black and white of 57th Street of mine, our other group down in Florida, wanted me to put it into the Spider Award, black and white. He blew my photo of 57th Street away.
Welcome to the club.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, listen,
my-
I have a suggestion for everybody looking at this screen. I don't know if you're aware of it, but if you're looking at the photos and maybe some of it's cropped out on the bottom or whatever, what you can do is on top of the screen where it says you are viewing Stonebridge Club, and then it says view options on the
Yeah.
top of the screen. Go to that, go to zoom ratio, and then fit to window.
Oh, thank
You
you.
see the whole photo.
Yeah.
And if you even want it bigger, go over to the right side and stretch it over, making the main person there a lot smaller, but you're making the photo much bigger.
That's right. You're right. That worked.
oh, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, Harvey.
people don't know that, but
Yeah,
Terrific.
mine was there. I was already set up that way. I don't
I
know
was
why.
already in full screen, so I see it.
Yeah,
big.
Okay,
got a lot bigger. Thanks.
ready for the next one?
Yep.
What are we looking at, Mr. Harvey?
Hmm.
Okay,
Nice.
this was the Twin Towers
Right.
after the monument area.
Mm,
And it doesn't look it. I mean, but if you look in the middle,
Mhm.
that's the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
I just saw these people and I saw what they were looking at and nothing special. I don't know. I just shot it.
Beautiful.
Well, it shows, I think the black and white brings out the emotion,
Mhm.
you know, the said, somehow you're thinking they're really contemplating loss and sadness. And I think in this respect that
I thought they were looking at the exit sign.
it's possible.
Sure.
And
Harvey,
that-
what other effects did you use on this?
I used contrast. I used black, the black adjustment and the white adjustment to get it just the way I like it. That was pretty much it. And I cropped it and cropped it. Nothing
Huh.
really special.
Okay,
know, it
because
has-
it almost looks like there's a stipple effect
Mm,
that you, but
The water.
Oh, right in the middle.
Waterfall.
the water and also the trees in the back.
mm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, the stipple is the monument itself. It's the marble of the monument. That's right in the middle of the
Ah.
photo.
Okay,
Isn't that, oh, that's marble? I thought that was a waterfall.
It could be water going on top of it, but it's not very thick water. It's just a little bit. Anyway, when I forgot that I had been at the monument and photographed this. I didn't even know myself. I said, what are they doing looking across the street at what? And then I remembered I was at the monument and they were
You
looking
could
at
see
the
the
main.
names on, you could see the names on the
yes,
Yeah.
marble.
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, right.
And besides, right across the street is the financial building, so you know where you are.
Ah, okay.
The
Do you
But
know
I
back-
would have removed, Harvey, I would have removed the tree.
Yes.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
Oh,
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
how
Yeah.
did you get the grain, Harvey? That's the grain on the tree so beautifully.
Thank you. I was thinking, should I get rid of the tree or not? And I just cropped it closer, try to balance out the photo with them and the tree. And since it's not a competition, I didn't care and
Mhm.
Oh,
let
it's beautiful.
it
But you know what? Some of it reminds me of Mark had a couple of his photos with cartoonish sort of a filter.
Yeah.
And I got the feeling here with somehow with the water and the background that there was this sort of cartoonish.
Yeah, it's almost a line drawing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice, Harvey.
good job.
Oh,
Okay, Iceland, Sandy.
Hmm.
Oh, I have to talk, right?
Oh, you don't have to.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad I knew it was Iceland because it was in that folder. Obviously, Iceland on a foggy day, which of course Iceland was foggy the whole time we were there, so that wasn't hard. I don't know how I processed this because I found this as is in my stash in possible future admissions. Whether I used, I don't know if I used Nick or whatever, but so I like the effect. I mean, I know in one of my photos where I had a big empty sky of the Colorado mountains, the judge said there's too much empty sky. When they say that, but I think it gives, I like it. And I've seen some photos on Facebook with, more water than, when I did my the cityscape scene, he told me I had too much water up front, and I've seen others like that. So I think it's all subjective. To me, this is it, but I'm willing to take critique or comments?
I like that sky. I think it speaks
Yeah.
to the vastness of the water and then the whole scene, the mountains behind there and so on. I like that sky. I puts everything in perfect proportion.
See? Now, I'm thinking if you took like half of the sky out and made it almost like a small pano, take a look at what that would look like. I think that would be really pretty. Like if you block off half of the sky
Uh,
and look at it that way,
Oh, yeah,
I think it makes a really pretty picture that way.
I think you're right, Rich.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I could try it. I also could look for the original somewhere. It must be in my files. I just,
I kind of think the sky looks like it's glowing. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
the
Mm,
I like that sky. I would not reduce.
yeah.
yeah, because.
So
if you
it's very
cut it-
atmospheric.
Yeah,
Well, that's it.
Sandra, did you use some kind of matting around the photo? Because you got that black on top.
I think it's just one of those borders that were, you know, one
One
of
of those-
these.
You did one of those borders?
Yeah, it was just.
the
one of these
artistic borders.
Border or something, yeah.
I
It was probably, maybe it was even a neck with the, you know, because they do have some that you have the artistic.
Nick has
border.
one like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. In the Photo Pro something, whatever that, the one on the
Mhm.
top has a
Yeah.
lot of those.
Beautiful, Sandra.
thank you.
This is what makes it move, Diana.
Mm,
That's interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, this was it's interesting. I came out of my dentist's office and saw a motorcycle. And I've seen, other people take shots of the motorcycle. So I said, all right, let me try. So I guess, Claude, you called this a macro?
Mhm.
No, I don't know.
Not
It's
really,
really a close-up,
No,
just a close-up.
yeah.
yeah,
Did you use your phone?
It was my phone.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
hmm
Nice.
mhm,
Thank you.
Yeah,
A nice contrast, true blacks and
right.
yeah.
almost some whites in there, but it gets a real chrome
Yeah.
shiny effect. Looks good.
Well,
Yeah.
it was in color initially, and then in Photoshop and filter in,
Made it black and white.
yeah, then it's-
I'll give it a 9.
thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
I was,
It
I was
does look
surprised.
shiny. It does. Now that you mention it, it does make you think of chrome.
Yeah,
yes,
It's got that shine on it. It must have
Yes.
been from a filter you used.
yes. I went into Raw, in Camera Raw, and there they have these beautiful filters or colors or whatever. So I was really shocked by this.
You know, it looks
nice.
very
No,
nice.
it's very nice.
and you know what, how we were talking about sometimes a picture being flat. This picture, as somebody mentioned it already, has true blacks and true whites and everything in between it.
Mhm.
It really stand out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Very nice.
Diana, don't enter that in a competition.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Why?
seriously, don't enter it
Why?
because I don't want to lose to it.
Oh.
Oh,
It is very nice, Diana.
Well,
Okay, ready,
now you
Diana?
have something, now you have your bar is raised now. You gotta go out and do something better.
True.
Mhm.
Anna,
That's
if you
true.
title this spaceship coming in for a landing, I
Yeah.
think that would work.
Yeah, you just need a little.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Okay, city building, Flo.
well, this is
Same area.
also downtown by World Trade. I took it from Jersey City side. And I tried to find, and I also worked on, it was black and white to begin with. I cropped it. And I tried to find a way to make it, like Diana's, to have that like sparkle. And I just couldn't find the place to do it. So this is what I ended up with.
You
Very
could,
nice.
I happen to like it the way it is. I do.
Yes.
That
It's
works. Yeah.
flat. It looks flat.
So
Mhm.
I
you
think.
try putting a layer, I mean, a levels layer, or even something we could add to I could teach about curves. Not that I know that much about it, I don't.
Yeah, I use curves.
Being a tool to
Yeah.
use. So that was.
That was my thought. I couldn't get it to, I don't know, it just looks flat, but
It has a very nice painterly quality, especially the building on the left.
Yes.
The two buildings on the left, they just
Mhm.
look very painterly somehow.
Maybe a change in the contrast, I don't know,
I
or,
changed and I went back and I
Yeah.
went forth and I tried this and I tried that. But
Mhm.
at least not in my, that I know how to do. Now, I don't know how to do a lot. So I'm sure it's in there. I just couldn't figure out how to get it. And for some reason I
Another thing I think would make this even at tops. See the building in the top left corner? It's like, it must be across the street, and it's a different design than the other buildings that are here.
The lower building, on the left,
Left
Top
corner.
left.
top left.
I would
Okay.
paint the color of the sky, just that little pale gray, and I would paint that building right out. And then
Oh.
to me, this would really
Hmm.
pop.
think so.
I do.
Yeah.
You do some
Maybe,
rapid
but it's
demolition, just some
Mhm.
quick demolition.
Because everything
Yeah, right.
here is the same. It looks like the same architect planned this entire group of buildings, but that one is out of sync. And not only that, it's not straight either.
Ah,
You
here we
know,
go.
There's no harm to trying.
Yeah, well, the one on the right is not straight either.
Well, one of the things I'll be showing is how to straighten.
Right, yeah.
I think this would be very easy to do if you did in a crop, when you crop and you rotate slight bit, just like you see on the bottom, like the crane, that black part. I don't know if it's on an angle, but,
Brain is on an angle.
okay. Then
Right,
the,
okay, and then underneath, it looks like a train going through, although it's the building.
It's the building. It's the building. There may be a train that goes through
Yeah.
it.
Oh, no.
Part of the
Well,
building.
the whole thing needs just a little twist, a little turn to the right, a teeny little bit to have it's very easy to do, very easy.
Yeah, it is. See, I did work on that. And it was, this bottom, you see, it's not straight, but
Yes.
it's the way I was holding the camera. And there was no way, if I straightened one corner, then the other side got worse.
Mhm.
Well, I'll
Yep.
demo for you, I'll show you. This is what I'll be showing when I teach that.
Yeah, well, the straightening of the building, I just saw that now, that the building on the right.
one time a while ago, we all did corrections on other people's photographs.
Oh, that was Harvey's photos, yeah. Remember that, Harvey? You used to contribute photos and we would all
Do something.
add
Do
to
that
it.
again. That was fun.
It
Yeah.
was.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well, for anybody who wants to know what would straighten this with relative ease is the free transform tool.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Well, all right, that's gonna be part of our little chit chat, our workshop, right?
Ready?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's raining, it's pouring.
Mm, nice.
Bobby,
Well, okay, first of all, I see two things. Number one, I forgot to put a stroke around this. Number two, I took out that triangle in the bottom right, and I must have entered the one that I
The
didn't do.
wrong one.
Oh, no.
Join the club.
Oh, no.
Yeah, in fact, the fact that I don't have I know I entered the wrong one. I certainly would have the lines around the outside, the edge. But
Mm.
anyway, one night it was raining, it was really coming down. And I don't know, I just grabbed my camera and went outside. I used my flash, I believe, and that's what made the streaks of rain light up the way they did. But I didn't stay long because I don't have a real protection for the camera. So I grabbed, it's not a great picture, not.
Bobby, did you purposely leave the garbage pail there?
That's
Well, she
not
wasn't
my-
gonna run out to take it away.
It's not my can. That's my neighbor's can. See, that's not.
Oh, okay.
You know what I find very distracting is this portion that's much lighter than the bottom half. What is that?
Where?
Here. You mean across the
A
street?
third way where you have the streaks of the rain and the puddle is shiny, and then it becomes with it under the tree. Oh, that's the
That's
grass.
the bed, yeah. Mhm, yeah.
Oh, it's very to me, it's very distracting.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
the whole thing is not, I just wanted to
Yeah.
show off that I could
Not
go
your
out
best
and
work.
do it.
And it's crooked besides.
oh,
Oh, wow.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
I'm just suggesting we move to the next one.
All right.
Old Judge Flo.
I'm sorry.
oh,
Oh,
Harvey.
that man, Harvey.
Oh, you got bombed with that one, Bahavi.
I did, I like this one, but did you cut out the bottom a
I did
little bit?
like it, yeah.
Did you cut out the
No,
bottom?
this is the one that was entered.
Oh,
He
I
hated it.
will,
Oh,
I
did
will
you?
cut a little bit of the bottom out, and when I get to fix it, I'll take out some of the bright spots in the trees back there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I liked it to begin with.
We shot this when we went on that trip, remember? I shot this on the last trip we went to. What town was that, Bobby?
Lambertsville.
Oh, Lambertsville, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I went in the back roads next to that big restaurant.
oh,
I saw
sure.
this.
Lambertville Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right along the side of it is this whole
Path, yeah.
pathway that
That's
leads
the
to a bridge.
Delaware and Raritan Canal.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Mhm.
canal.
yeah. I don't know. Otherwise, I liked it. You know, judges don't always agree with me. What can I tell you? You know,
The only thing I think that he had, I did agree because I think he said it, is if you take away some of that foreground, where there's nothing.
Well,
maybe-
you did
bottom?
take them away.
Mhm,
I
Yeah,
would
up
take that
till
out.
the dark part.
mhm.
See where the dark part stops? I would crop it there.
This was originally in color.
yes,
How did it look in color?
it looked pretty good. But it gave me an opportunity to enter another photo in black and white.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, all right.
So I made it black and white. The color was good. It was fine. I don't mind the black and white though either. I think it's the subject matter. It tells a story, and that's what I usually.
Yeah, I like that. I
I-
like that. I like this
That's
one.
what I strive for.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I
Very
was
true.
told. I was told you basically have two kind of judges. One that looks for the technical expertise, and they're not really concerned with the subject matter or the impact of the photo. And then you got the other ones who are a little bit more into art and they like the subject matter. Those are the two kind of judges you get. Once in a blue moon, you might get a mixture in a judge,
Yes,
and they're the best. But the ones that are just strictly technical, they take 10, 15 seconds just to stare at it, look for things to criticize.
Right.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I would take out that little leaf that's in the right side.
What?
But give it a,
Oh, you're
I don't know what you guys, I would prefer the technical person to even the ones that nitpick over the ones that are very cerebral. The ones that say, I wonder what the maker was thinking or what the maker was
Yeah.
trying to do
Right.
and those things, because sometimes I don't think about anything. I like what I see and I take a picture.
right.
That's the whole thought process, you know? But Especially the ones that say, I wonder what was going on the right of the picture.
Right,
Those I hate the most.
right.
The ones, what the maker was thinking when he was taking this. What's the story he's trying to convey?
Well, those are the technical ones, the judges. They
To
they
get
also
an
do
eye.
that,
That's what I was thinking, right?
you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But that's
still-
good. It's nice.
it's all right.
Waterfall, Sandy.
Well,
Wow.
I converted this after taking out, Eric's class. He was saying if a photo isn't, if the brightness and the glare is not there, and something about putting it in black and white makes it more interesting. I like the splashing on this. I
Yes.
really, yeah. You get the bubbles up in the left side there going up over the rocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did a whole series of these. I chose to put this one in. What does everybody think?
I think the
I-
lower
I did
right-hand
use
corner.
What? Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh,
The
what?
right- The
Bottom
little,
corner.
right,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, in the right-hand corner. And I don't have I forgot to put a border around this.
Order
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah,
It took me a minute. I couldn't quite figure out what it was. It looked like to me like a big feather, that diagonal. That's actually the waterfall coming down. But
Yeah.
once I focused in on it,
what?
once I focused in, I was able to reel it, but I didn't see that right away.
Uh-huh. Okay, when I just see that triangle now, I didn't see it, and I totally forgot the
But
border.
this has an abstract feel to it.
Yes, I think that's what I did more for abstract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than, 'cause I have some others that are more, you have the rocks and water. I just like,
Yeah,
I zoned in on the splashes.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Cautious.
I am.
Diana.
You had this one. You did something different?
It was in color, wasn't it, originally?
No. I
Yeah,
think-
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. This
And
was,
you cropped it, right?
Yeah,
yeah, this was at the Prineville, the zoo, at
Thompson
the park. At the
Thompson
park,
Thompson Park.
yeah.
yeah, Thompson Park, and somehow I captured her. And but yeah, no, I had in the camera raw, they have these circular color grading. So I didn't know what I was doing, but so what the first time it was like a pale green, it came out like a pale green. And but then I was able to change it. I don't remember how I got it to be white.
Beautiful, whatever you.
Yeah, I
did.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mixed between saying to remove this noise or keep it.
I like
Why
it.
know,
noise? It's
that's
just
the filter.
texture.
That is the filter.
But you still can go back in and do a denoise and smooth it out.
I
So-
like it though. I do. It
But what
reminds me of an older portrait.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said I'm torn. I don't know if I would like maybe her skin to be a little smoother and keep the noise on the outside, but
I
I
see.
I
Mm-mm.
like-
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
but
You're
I-
drawn right to her eyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all you need to see. I would
Right,
leave the rest of it just the way it is.
and
okay,
she has a beautiful.
Soft.
nose, too.
Honestly, I think it's a great job.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And you could resubmit this, right? Because I don't know what you got on the other.
I don't remember.
Because it's in black and white, you could resubmit. That's a substantial.
Can- Do you need a special low grade in order to resubmit a photo? What's the rule?
That or a major, major change.
Which this
Mhm.
is.
Okay.
Diana,
Yeah.
of course, you got a release from the girl, right? I hope you did.
Why?
Why?
Not selling it,
To
is
get
she?
sued if the girl ever
Yeah.
found out.
Well, you never know.
She's not putting it in a.
Right.
Well,
She's
it's
not
not,
getting
it's not what
paid.
she's got, it's not, you have to understand. Let's say by some miracle, a publisher sees this photo and says, wow, that's the perfect photo for my cover. Who did it? Let me contact them. Diana, I'd love to put this on the front cover. I'll give you $5,000 because it's a big distribution. You gotta release, don't you?
No way.
And you wouldn't get the $5,000.
Yes, that's it, the end of that. Or you gotta forge one.
Hobby's
you can
giving
make-
away trade secrets now.
When I was
Beautiful shot,
making,
Diana.
when I was
Right.
making films,
Say, it's a beautiful shot.
you never know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You never know.
Oh, it's wonderful. You
Thank
can
you.
Eyes for hours, yeah.
Look up, Flo.
Okay, this was one of the filters in Nick.
Yeah.
It was really just a picture of a tree.
That's what that is? Oh, I wasn't sure.
But I'm saying it was just, I just liked the way it,
Yeah.
it just gave it a little interest. I'm not even sure which one I used.
It looks like you put a white vignette around it, yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it wasn't, it's not a vignette. It was, I'm not sure what filter it was, but it had.
Fine art. They have a fine art filter that sometimes does this.
I honestly don't even remember. I just went down the list and kept trying to see what would make this, a little more interesting. And I thought this one was, it sort of has a sepia kind of look.
Yes, it does.
And I like, I kind of like that.
Yes,
No, I
it's
like-
a lovely, soft effect. Very, very lovely.
And Mark?
Yeah.
I got a question. I'm just thinking, I don't know how many photos we have left.
We have a total of 26, so we're a little less than half,
We're going through half already? Okay,
less than half,
all right.
about 11 or 12.
Didn't want to run out of time or let it go too
I hear
long,
you. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, Bobby, here's your infamous
Okay.
stroke.
Thank you. Yes, I entered this, and then I decided I was going to crop it, which I did, and I flipped it too. And I was finished. I couldn't get it back. It wouldn't accept the picture on Photo Contest Pro. So I threw myself on Mark's mercy, and he thankfully put it in for me.
I
Oh,
wonder why it wouldn't accept it.
It
Say
didn't have a .jpeg on it.
oh,
I don't know how that happened. Okay, I'll certainly be aware of that. Anyhow, this was taken at the automobile and airplane graveyard, and just some cables in a rusted, I don't know what it's leaning on, but Sandy was there, everything is
Yeah.
just thrown around. Anyhow, one thing I have to say, there are more cables in it. At the last minute, I decided to crop those out. And at the last minute, I flipped the photo horizontally. It looks like the letter K, and for some reason,
yes, yes.
Does.
the other
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
it was not effective. When I flipped it horizontally, it just looked better. I don't know
it's
why.
very nice. I like it a lot. It's my type. Yeah.
But I saw this in color
Yeah, it is.
and I loved the colored one. It was just stunning.
It's all full of rust
Yeah,
color.
yeah, beautiful in color.
I love the left cable. The texture of it and the color is
yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really great. The middle one may be a little darker, maybe, but it's a great picture.
Yeah. Love
But,
it.
and I
Yeah.
love that left cable.
What do you mean about the middle one? I believe that's.
Maybe it's a little too light,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe just
Well,
go
if it
in
made it
and darken it a
darker,
little
then
bit.
it would blend in with the left one.
No, but if you just start from like a couple inches away from the left one and go down gradually, you probably can just lightly
Well, actually,
burn it.
If you look on the left side behind where the cable,
Yeah.
the other
It's
cable.
much darker.
starts, It's
Mhm.
much darker and it's, I was just gonna say it would be good to, but you know what? It wouldn't be as effective. It would blend right into the,
Mhm.
Right, but I would just like maybe like a tad, just to take a little bit of the
Mhm.
white out of it.
Well, I will show this again in color, and then the color, the color carries it, but,
Color is gorgeous. But you know what I was thinking? Wouldn't it be interesting to be able to put up the color
Left, yeah,
picture and then the black and white? To
could've
be
done
able
that.
Yeah.
that's a good idea. We could do that next time.
You know,
Yeah.
to talk about what we think about the color, the black and white and the color. Just a
But
thought.
how would you,
Yeah.
I don't think you could even do that,
Why not?
because
Put two
I don't think this program will let you do it to show, in other words,
You
when
can't do
we-
it in Photo Pro. What you have to
Right.
do is just
you have to
merge
do
the
it
two
on a
images
thumb drive
together,
or
left and
something.
Yeah.
right.
Or
Yeah.
PowerPoint.
You could
Yeah.
merge
PowerPoint, or you edit the two of them side by side,
yes.
to create a third image.
In the past.
Yeah,
Another suggestion is, all of us have control here. All we have to do is move the screen sharing. Each one of us could then show our pictures in sequence if you like.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
I don't know that it's a better idea, but just.
Yeah,
it's something
Yeah.
to keep
Well,
on-
okay,
And
let's,
Claude-
as Harvey
Claude,
was saying, let's move.
Just one second. Claude, aren't you supposed to show us how to do the Stonebridge letters in PowerPoint?
I'm not gonna show you how to do PowerPoint now.
So you wanted us to do it in PowerPoint, but some of us don't.
If you can, if you can't, then,
All right, I just would like to
Send them in.
learn how to do that.
you do have,
if you want to learn PowerPoint, you can find a video on YouTube.
yeah, it's quite easy.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you could put photos with, I thought PowerPoint
Yeah.
was always letters.
No, no.
No.
Anything
Photos.
on.
So
Okay.
where
Graphs.
would you look it up? Because maybe Claude, maybe I could figure out how to do that. Because other than that, I'm gonna have to do it on a thumb drive, because I can't send you the file. It
Yeah.
won't go.
Okay,
Would you-
I'll find the video and I'll send it out. I'll send it to Flo and she can send it to the club.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Good, very good, thank you.
Okay, let's go on.
New Jersey Transit.
I shot this on the Long Island Expressway, Long Island Railroad. It was an empty car. And I looked through the door and thought it was graphically nice, so I photographed it.
Look at
Yes.
all those leading lines.
I know, it's great.
It also has a very old-fashioned look to it,
Mhm.
you know, like from
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah,
Warren,
I remember when I entered this in one of our competitions,
Yeah,
the judge said, well, you know, it's something about the seats that are closer to us are out of focus.
They are.
Yeah.
but the whole
The judge was
picture,
out of focus, Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
Did you throw something at that point?
Well, the truth is, your point of focus is down at the far end, because we can read the poster that says save money, and we can read the New Jersey Transit. And there's even a letter M to the left of New Jersey, so that's where your focus is.
Right.
So what?
My focus was at the end.
Yeah, would you like it better if the front was in? Maybe he wanted it all in focus, but I think this is very moody.
yes,
And,
yes, very depressing.
Did you, did you shoot it through the window
kinda
or
lonely.
open it?
Yeah, lonely is the word.
No, I didn't shoot it through the window. I think my back was against the other door.
Uh-huh.
Was it black and white to begin with?
No, it was color.
So did you use a filter over it?
I did a
Yeah, there's some.
very heavy, well, what do you call it? We were trying to come up with the name before.
Vignette.
Vignette.
A vignette. This is a
Oh.
very heavy vignette, and that's
Oh.
the mood I wanted to create
Ah,
on this one.
Great. It's
Yes.
really good shot.
Yes,
Mhm.
But yeah, don't enter it because he's gonna tell you it's blurry.
Robin. Sandy.
Daughter,
looks like you, Sandy.
Well,
is
it's-
this
no,
your
she-
Looks like you.
well, she's not my bloodline, so that's good.
But looks like you.
I thought it was the same thing, yeah.
Well, we went to a restaurant one time when she was a lot younger, and the waitress says, "She looks just like you," and we're all laughing. She says, "Yeah, "What?"
Who is she?
My granddaughter, but it's Dan's
Oh,
daughter,
wow.
so Dan's daughter. So yeah, this was originally in color. She was having me shoot her in all different poses, and anyway, so I decided to convert this over to black and white and more of a high key type of effect. I use the Nick software. What I've been doing is just first doing raw, using raw as first my first edit, and then I may use curves, and then I went into Nick black and white, and that's how I got this.
Beautiful.
Really lovely.
And, you know, I don't think we should ask, was this converted from color? I don't think anybody here,
I only shoot
black
color,
and white.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
no one
Yep.
shoots.
I only shoot color.
And
Her hair looks
Karen said
beautiful.
that was the right
The
thing.
light on her hair in the top is just
Yeah,
lovely.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if you might want to crop a little off the top. It's a little
Yeah.
distracting.
Okay, so just a little bit off the top, like, okay,
A half an inch, just leave a
Alright.
hint of what's there.
okay. And maybe even a drop off the right to some,
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
okay. And I forgot the thing on this one too. What's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
The stroke.
Oh.
A number of us have forgotten the stroke.
Okay, good. Hornet's nest demise in black and white.
Whoa,
Mhm.
very good. Texture wise, color, I like it.
Diana, you're
The
doing so
Hornets
good.
Nest by Bobby's house.
Maybe black and white's my thing.
Maybe.
Could be.
This is not,
Oh.
this was Diana's own hornet's nest.
Oh, is it? Oh,
By the way, just so you all know, I read that there were 3 hornet's nests right on Timber Hill within a very small distance. It seems that the spotted lanternfly, hornets are attracted to that. And so they build their nests. So it's
Oh,
because they're eating the lanternflies.
that's good.
It is.
Very good.
We should
Oh.
put more hornet's nests around.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
But this is, well, and anyway, this is really nice. It almost looks like an aerial shot. You know, it could be, looking down on,
That's true.
right?
Yeah, it looks like water,
Or it looks like it could be a
Cave.
cave going into the cave. Well, it is. I mean, I guess it's very good, Diane, very good. There were no hornets in there, right?
No, they flew the coop.
Okay.
This was, Diana, that was intact? The hornet's nest that you shot?
No, it was not intact. No. It
Oh,
had fallen
okay.
apart.
Okay, because it's
Yes.
usually pretty smooth. And
Yeah,
that
no, no,
was,
but- yeah, but someone helped us get it down with a pole and maybe it's split up or something.
uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it was not intact.
And then
It's a
you
great-
said, "Oh, a new photo."
Great, great
Yeah.
picture though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Grab
you.
your
Yeah.
camera. and get
Okay,
your
Flo, we have fans for Flo.
Oh,
Ah.
beautiful.
Very nice. I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
see,
Beautiful.
now you see how it looks shiny? That's what I wanted on those buildings.
Well, how did you get this?
Well, I'm not really, well, first of all, the other was black and white to begin with. This was in color and I
It
changed
be
it.
black and white to begin with.
Slight sepia tone to it, if you notice.
No, no,
Oh.
this was in color.
Oh, okay,
Changed it over.
right.
The
The reason,
buildings was
Flo, the
shiny.
reason that you have the shiny parts on the flower is because when you shot it, your lighting was just right for this. It's the lighting.
No, actually, in the original, the lighting was, what do you call it? Was way too bright.
Well,
It
okay,
only loo-
but
it only-
you're comparing it to your other photo
Yeah,
that you said you were
right,
trying to
right.
get,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
had different lighting.
yeah, that's
So-
true, that's true. But at
So-
any rate, I also used a little, one of those border filters from Nick.
Yeah.
And I think I cropped it a little bit. And
This looks-
yeah, I'm happy with it. It came
This
out
looks like the
nice.
same border that I had on my
Yeah,
sailboat. picture.
could
Yeah.
be. It could be, and I kind of on the right side, I kind of like the the way these different leaves kind of have a little
Yes, a
texture. I
hint of
like this
them.
one.
Just
No,
a
this is
hint
really
of-
nice.
Yeah, and I love the silvery quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't know how we got that, but I like it.
Well, that's what Eric actually did say, that if you have a photo that, is too bright, but converting it to black and
I
white.
think that's what happened. It was
Yeah.
too bright in the original, and
And you
this fixed
can't-
it.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Very
Really.
nice.
Flo, are you getting all your nicks to work?
Well, at one point, they all worked, but the Vivesa, it's called Vivesa, right?
Yeah.
It's gave me an error. That one didn't work, but it had been working before, so I don't know.
Just
what
try
happened.
rebooting it. It may work again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby, this is really nice.
Nice.
Deserted.
Thank you. If, those of you, any of you who go to Jack Wild's class, it was held in a beautiful library in Fort Lauderdale, and this is
Wow.
it. And the designers hoped that building businesses would occupy these what look like storefronts, but for some reason they never did. But this is the most beautiful plaza. I have lots of pictures from different angles. You could see the town at the city put a lot of effort into the design here.
Oh, you could see the building reflected on the left.
Yeah.
No, no.
Oh, yeah, the tall building in the,
I mean, the right, excuse
the
me, the
right.
right.
Oh, that's
Right.
different. That's not the library. That's something across the way. This
No,
is
no,
a-
I'm saying, but that
did.
reflection is beautiful.
yeah.
great
I
shot.
don't know what it looks like in color, but in black and white, those geometric
perfect.
shapes really
Yeah.
jump out. They look great.
Nice job.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe I should have cropped out the white post on the left. What do you think?
Nah.
I was
No.
just holding my hand
No.
up, and I
Nah.
think I would.
No,
No,
no.
because
No.
it extends up over the top, so it's like it's a one piece,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
And then you have the other piece. I like it.
yeah.
I think it would be more powerful, Bobby, if I would crop out the top and then crop out the left side to give it more power with the geometric shapes in black and white,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that could be.
Concentrate on
Yeah.
that.
Harvey, yes.
Mhm.
The others are okay, but they distract from the
Yeah.
strongest part of this photo.
Yes.
Yeah,
More so on top.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree, and I just held up my hand. but
Yeah.
The thing is, the
Yeah.
angle she took it at, you couldn't get it. You would have this piece, that grayish piece. It would be
Yeah.
very awkward if she cropped it on this particular shot.
No, I'm just covering it up, and I think that was I'm just doing it myself.
I think it would be fine.
I will play with that. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's much more effective if you take that top out.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when you do it, Bobby, don't enter it, please.
Thank you, Harvey. Harvey Van Gogh, he knows.
Yeah,
Okay, Harvey's Oceana Marina.
wow, look at that sky.
Yeah,
Wow.
I shot this with the wide part of my lens at the time. And that's why you got that bowing, but I liked it. It gave me a panorama type look.
Huh.
And
Mm.
it
Harvey,
is,
you entered this and showed it in color, didn't you?
yes, I think I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember this in color.
Yeah. This is nice, I have to say, but the color one really knocked my socks off. It doesn't quite translate to me in black and white.
Okay.
See, I remember the picture, so it made an impression on me in color.
But I
And it
like-
has this cartoonish quality to it. I don't mean to call it a cartoon, that's not what I mean, but it has this,
It looks like there's some kind of an effect over it.
Mhm.
That's true.
I think I added a lot of grain to it.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Very good graphic.
Very nice,
Well,
Harvey.
Very nice graphic, yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, here I
Before
am.
poppy blooms. Sandy,
Okay, Yeah, I was into poppies this summer. Anyway, saw this poppy and decided that I thought it would look good in black and white. Nick, again, I did Photoshop. I probably did again, the same thing. Did some raw, I did some curves, and then I went into the black and white and probably did some denoise also.
Sandy, did you throw a levels layer on here?
A levels layer of what? Levels, I did everything in different
Sure,
levels.
But to me,
What?
it's a little too flat.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe in the top left corner, there's a true black, maybe.
mm-hmm,
But for the rest, it's all shades of gray and some white.
okay.
Anybody agree with me on that?
Hmm.
I probably blurred the background, did some blurring also.
So let me just ask something.
The
You take the
poppy-
photo, do you then do something in Nick and then you switch over to Photoshop, or you?
Well, I'm in Photoshop and you go to, Nick is like a filter in Photoshop. It's like a plugin. You can go from, I don't go into Nick separate. I go into Photoshop and then I can go to Nick, come back. And then it can, I don't.
Okay, I
I'm
just
always
have
in
to learn how to
Photoshop.
do the plugins, how you do
Yeah,
the plugins.
Yeah, you have to go to the filter and then in the filter, because it's not in the plugin section, it's in the filter section.
Yeah, all right.
But, so I hear what you're saying. You think it's a little too flat,
I do. I think I would crop
the
some
bottom
areas
one?
of the left side. I think I would like to see this more symmetrical. In other words, with that amazing prickly, whatever it is,
Mhm.
as the center of interest.
Okay,
And then I would try, put on it's an adjustment layer. You could throw
Yeah.
it away if you don't like it.
yeah. Well, like I said, I could still, I could just use the smart filter.
You do.
Okay, sounds good.
Right.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, looking up at 57th Street.
Well,
Looks
this was in
familiar.
the contact. Yeah,
Didn't you enter it as a black and white?
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thought it
and I
looked
think I
familiar.
remember him, he didn't like that it wasn't straight,
what wasn't straight?
the building.
Nothing.
and
How
like
can it be
the
straight if you're
angle.
looking up? You have convergence when you look up.
Yeah,
Yep.
And
I mean, that's when you do
he-
trees, the trees come to a point on the top. I mean, the
He
same
didn't
thing.
know, he didn't know these were lights on the street. How do you not know that they're not lights on the street?
What did I forget? What did he think it was?
I have no idea.
Oh, I remember he didn't like the angle.
The angle
Yeah.
of
It
what?
was
So
very
many-
strange. I
Yeah.
don't
I don't
know.
know, the same, so many photos of New York of looking up. I think this is, a good example. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, maybe if you had gotten the left part of the top light, the close up, the foreground light in, it would have been a little bit, more dramatic, but I don't think the angle of the buildings is, you're gonna get that when you're looking up.
Yeah,
You're obviously looking up, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
you
yes,
must be
Yeah.
looking up.
You're standing on a ladder and going like
Yeah.
this. You look-
and I like the other building in the front here. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize I captured that when I looked at the photo.
Mhm.
Yes, it's very different from the major building.
Yeah,
Look at the detail. You can see the bricks on that front building.
yeah,
It's very nice.
very nice.
he didn't
Okay,
like
the
it.
King's Gambit, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby, this is cool. Where is this? Is this a giant set somewhere?
Yes, it is. Remember that library I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I wish you folks could go into that lot. It was the most amazing
Wow.
structure, really amazing.
I'm not gonna enter the next contest.
I came
Where
to
is it?
What?
Fort Lauderdale. It's the Fort Lauderdale main branch of the public
This
library.
is
Oh.
really good. Yeah.
Oh,
6th floor, it has a gorgeous, like a garden area. It's just beautiful. But
Well, you captured it great
Oh, wow.
from your
Yeah.
angle.
yeah, well, this
How
is on
tall were these
floor.
pieces?
This is floor chess.
How big were they?
big. They were maybe a foot high, no, more.
3 feet maybe.
Yeah, maybe 3 feet, yeah.
Uh.
Mhm.
Do you get a hernia when you pick it up?
I didn't actually try to move them, but I think I don't think they were heavy. I don't play chess, so I.
They had this at a restaurant on the park across the street from where I used to live. Liberty State Park, there's a restaurant. They're very light because they have the same setup.
Kidding, I'm
And they're
kidding.
very, very light because people move them around. They actually,
Mhm.
play.
You know, I
Really
was
good.
enter this in a competition, but I cut off the top of the black pieces in the background, and some judges would shoot me down for that.
I don't know, but the front is like, so, I mean, I don't think that's a problem, but.
I think
I
it's
could-
nice.
I could- Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really, really well done.
Yeah.
Good.
Cathedral Tombs.
Whoa,
Oh,
perfect.
wow.
Really cool, Harvey.
great lighting, Harv.
Where was this, Harvey?
It was in Europe somewhere. Uh,
Well, that narrows it down.
That narrows it
Well,
down.
you didn't know where you were sitting. You don't. where-
uh, You know, just on a tour, and I was walking around and I saw this. I went in there, and the lighting is natural lighting. You know, I didn't do anything for the lighting. It's just waited for someone to walk by and photographed it.
Wow.
Did you
And
get his
in the
permission?
editing, and I will say, in the editing, I made the darkest dark, the darkest darker. So it
That's
gets
good.
that mood.
You know, when I put my glasses on and I come close, I see that the door at the end there,
Mm.
is great detail in that door.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a metal door.
Great.
I think, yeah,
Wow.
I think this was a jail at one time.
And it looks like an asylum, and that guy at the end,
Is
I don't
this,
know what it-
is this depressing also?
it was very,
Diana, is this depressing also?
I would say.
He
And
looks
this-
like a little, he looks like a monk.
he looks like he looks like a patient to me.
I don't
I
know.
think more a patient because he got shorts on.
Does he?
I think it was
I
another,
think I see his legs. So it
It's
must look, unless it's a lady.
Maybe it's a woman without hair.
I
don't
can't.
know.
I
It was
can't
another
see it as
tourist.
well.
But it adds to the scariness of this.
Well,
Yeah.
it's very nice. It's really cool.
Really scary,
Really nice, Harv.
Leaving
you.
lines. Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah,
should I enter this one? Should I enter it?
yes.
Definitely.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
not
win.
going in this contest.
Every, all of us, we all, almost all of us have forgotten on at least one picture to put in that stroke. You need to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right, but you also
Okay.
forgot the stroke.
yeah.
With my luck, I'll get a judge that says, you know, it's too dark as it in the front.
Front, right.
No.
It was a
Yeah, just
little,
put a border on it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
yeah.
By the way, here's a tip on how to make a good border color. I always look for a tone that I like in the picture, even
Yeah.
if it's black and white.
Mhm.
And then I click on it, and then it shows me where it is on the little color font, on that big color map. And then you can move it up toward the white, but very often making it a stark white,
Hmm,
not good.
No,
So you just
That's a
take a
good tip.
tone,
Yeah,
and then you go
Also-
up to the white corner and use that. I find that very,
it's a good tip, Bobby.
thank you.
Hey,
Also-
Harvey, if anybody asks you, tell them it's a black stroke.
Oh, it looks like a black stroke. Yeah.
Next time you have a competition, put it on a white background, will you please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also make your stroke very thin.
Diana, we're back, but we went the wrong
Anna,
way.
didn't we see this already?
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, we did. She actually has it twice.
Uh-oh.
This is
Really? Oh, I'm
this is a
sorry.
different time of day.
Yeah, we missed this one though. Nature textures, winter tree and icy pond.
Oh, I like that.
I forgot the stroke again. What's wrong with me? I I
Yeah.
put them all in the album. I probably was gonna do the stroke after, and I just didn't,
Ah.
obviously. Well,
No,
this
it's
is over here by the pond, the day
Oh,
or two after the snowstorm.
Oh,
I decided to go out with my camera. And obviously, it's not my iPhone. And just to take some quick photos around the neighborhood. So I like the textures and, opposing the tree and the pond. And I did, again, the same technique using Photoshop, raw curves probably, and then converting to black and white, and probably some denoise also. So that's what I've been doing for the last, since I got the Nix software.
Yeah, really nice.
Was the conversion your last step?
The black and white, well, I didn't really have to do too much for the photograph. So it was really before I did, the conversion to black and white. First I usually do like the curves slightly, a layer, new layer, curves.
right.
Oh, at first I go into raw and I adjust it if there's any bright or light, I move the curve around. I may add increase, it's not detail, it's,
Contrast?
well, contrast, but above contrast, it's to make the texture more, sometimes I add texture, but it's not the texture component.
That's good.
And to make it sharp, to more, well, it's more detail actually. And then I went into, I don't think I used the HDR filter. I just used the black and white.
Just
Well-
for a quick go around, all of you guys who have done this, at what point did you do the conversion? Early on or near the last steps?
I did it first and then,
First,
Yeah, I do it early because, if you're going to be adjusting your photo, you want to have it as close to the final product as possible. And if it's going to be black and white, I don't want to wait till the end and then convert it and realize, oh, I should have, and do something else. And, I should have did this or that,
Mhm.
or I could be
Oh.
working on the black and white all along.
Okay.
Sam had a great choice of aperture, because the branches are tack sharp
Yeah.
and yet the background is very soft. In fact, it looks like, by the way, top right, that's either the Loch Ness monster.
Yes, that little branch that's tree that's coming up.
Missing and fell in.
I think I may have thought about whether or not to clone that out, but
I
kept-
think it's somebody's arm.
Help, help. Have you noticed any missing residents? If you notice anybody missing in the community. But that's probably where it is. Yeah, I think I did obviously focused on the
Yeah.
branches.
Laciness of those branches, because they're thin, it's delicate, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And there's
So-
no white.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like the
no-
last time where there was white. you could
Oh,
see-
no.
This is natural. This is really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, really good, yeah. Oh gosh, I can't wait to see it with that little line around the edge.
Yeah. The stroke?
The stroke, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna skip this
Again,
because that's a
again.
duplicate. Fence
Oh,
and
wow.
shadow.
Where is this? That's
Oh, that
nice.
works nice.
Yeah.
That works very nice.
Mm.
Well, there's not much to say about it. It's a fence and the shadow. I don't know. what-
Yeah, well, it's very good. And it's
Put 'em
great.
Together,
I
it's
mean,
dynamite.
I would put this into the minimalist category too.
Oh,
it's-
yes, that's true.
Minimalist? What?
Minimalist. Minimalist
I know, but where?
Yeah.
category, like a category for minimalism.
So later on, we're gonna have a competition on minimalism.
Oh,
Right.
oh, yes, misunderstood.
Yeah, because it really is abstract
Yes.
minimalism. Yeah, it's really nice.
And Jack Wild would say making something out of nothing.
Mm.
The one thing I did was to use free transform, and I sort of widened out the bottom so that the shadow covered more of the area.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Ah,
I like the way also it's cropped with on the right. The bars are getting a little smaller and smaller. It's just
Mhm.
beautifully cropped there.
very nice, Bobby.
Very nice. Okay, up to Chiang Kai-shek. Oh, I remember that place. I was there at 100-degree temperature.
Oh, God. I don't think I ever climbed those steps.
I don't think this is in China, no?
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't see
it's
Taiwan.
in Taiwan.
No, Chinatown.
No, it's Taiwan.
Taiwan.
That's Taiwan. It's in there.
I was in China, not Taiwan. Okay,
You see his
Well-
caddy, Chiang Kai-shek's caddy?
well,
It's Caddy.
Yeah, it's in the building.
I saw him. They had a statue of him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's cool, Bob, Diana, really nice. When were you there?
In 2018, we had a Southeast Asia tour. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the last one.
Ah, okay.
This was great fun. I'm so sorry other people don't usually join us for these things.
Yeah.
But
Hmm. Well, it was good. It was informative. I know not to come into the next contest.
I don't think, we don't have a black and white contest.
Yes, we,
No, I
don't
don't
we?
think so.
No,
We had one, not.
Oh, we had one. Okay.
We had one a long time ago.
All right.
Oh, you
Okay.
said you're black
No,
and
we
white
don't,
and
we have a
different picture
macro.
there.
We had
have-
black and white with one color.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. And Eric hated it. And did you notice he denied that he was the judge for that, the last time he was here? Because we talked about it and he said, oh, that wasn't me.
It
But it
wasn't
wasn't.
him.
It wasn't. It was Morgofsky.
Joel Mordofsky.
Yeah.
He hated
Oh,
the red. He was like wild.
Oh,
Morgofsky,
Bogowski.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he recently
No,
critique?
that
This
our
was
was-
a
judge?
while ago. We had, Rich, what was the topic? It was black and white with one color. It was very specific.
oh, yeah.
Yes.
And everybody who added a color chose red. Not only didn't he like the artistic flavor of having a black and white with a color, he hated the red.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's what Rich was
It was
referring.
a memorable evening for all of us.
Yes.
And it was a new thing for me to do. It was really hard.
Yeah, it was hard.
It was hard.
Well, we had just had a workshop on it, so we're all
Right,
trying it
right.
out.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh,
oh, well.
we had the wrong judge that night.
Yeah,
Well.
he was definitely the wrong judge for that.
Well,
Well,
I just had my picture, I put my photograph of the New York City skyline on a piece of furniture. I'm waiting for it to come in, a
Kind
credenza.
of
Wow.
furniture.
Yes, Society 6, you can have your art put on furniture, chair, coffee table, snack table, stools, and they have a credenza.
Oh,
You
Sandy.
have to show us that.
I sent you, what,
You sent it to me and I thought, oh, this is really nice. And I thought you had bought it from someplace.
no, that's my photograph. I'm having it made.
You
Thank
didn't
you.
say so when you sent it.
Yeah, I said I'm putting my photograph on a piece of furniture.
I don't know, I must have either missed that or misinterpreted it.
Is that your furniture that you're putting the photo on?
No, on their furniture.
On
They-
their
they-
furniture,
Right,
right?
it's called Society 6.
Okay.
And you can put your art on, it depends on the size of your photograph that you're submitting. Not everything fits. If I don't have it large enough, they tell you what size fits what.
Uh-huh.
So,
Because
this
I was
was a-
thinking, if you wanted to put it on one of your chairs, you got to mail it to them.
no,
Or
no.
couch, I want
Sandy,
you to
but
put
you
it on my
can't-
couch and you
Well,
mail it.
you can make pillows, I have, I'm wearing an outfit that's all my art
Mhm.
today. Yeah, not my
Let us
photographs.
see. Stand
What?
up. Yeah, Stand
Well,
up. Let us see. Oh, very nice.
Oh,
This says the power of imagination. No, what does it say? Power of
Make-
imagination makes us infinite. And I'm wearing tights and another top underneath of this that matches.
That's
Don't
beautiful.
take it off. Don't take it
No,
off.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
What?
Sandy, when you get the furniture back, you have to take a picture of it.
I will.
See you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.
Okay,
Wait,
guys.
one second, Harvey,
Yeah,
when you sit back, when
Yeah.
you're, go back. Yes, you look like a Buddha with
Yeah.
those, the paintings around you. That's what you look like. Yeah. That's it, that's it. You look
All right.
great.
Just blessed us all.